Dude, you know what? I really want to be one of those people at like Walmart that decorates the cakes and writes on the cakes. That would be so cool.
Get ready. Because it's time to steep, slurp, and spill. Welcome to Tea Time with Cicely, Amadea, and Ami.
Here is your host.
Welcome to Tea Time. Whoa.
We realized this probably should have been the first episode.
So we recorded another episode before this, but then we were like, hey, what if we do an intro episode? So that's what we're doing now. So,
All right.
Ami, who are you?
Who am I? Well, I'm Ami. Ami is me.
Delightful.
Yeah, so we have created a couple of starter, just hey, this is who I am as a person outside of my character, because I sort of realized outside of the Discord and outside of the people that we regularly talk to on a daily basis on the Discord, not a lot of people actually know a lot about us, because we don't go blasting our personal information around. So I gave a few little categories for us to answer about ourselves, just so you get a sense of who we are. I think these are very important questions that really define a person and their characteristics. So my out-of-character Hogwarts house is also a Hufflepuff. My favorite movie at the moment is, honestly, I'd probably say maybe music and lyrics. My favorite color has always been blue. My favorite joke, the one I can think of right now, is, what do you call a snobbish criminal walking down the stairs?
What?
A condescending descending. And what is my life motto? We'll wing it and we'll see if we die. That's my life motto.
That's a delightful life motto.
It's delightful. How about Cecily? Hey Cecily, who are you?
Hey, my name is Cecily. My out-of-character Hogwarts house is Ravenclaw, because I'm a nerd, but we all knew that already. My favorite movie has to give an honorable mention to the Hamilton movie, because you can't not talk about that. But of all time, The Princess Bride. Quality movie, 10 out of 10, 15 out of 10. So good. My favorite color is also blue. Look at that.
Wow.
My favorite joke, man, I gotta think about this one. We'll come back to that. I don't know. Maybe halfway through the episode, I'll think of one. That sounds about something I would do. And my life motto, I also don't have one, because apparently I'm an uninteresting person and have not thought about my life very much.
All right. That's fine. So that leaves Amadea. Amadea, who are you?
I am Amadea. My out-of-character Hogwarts house. See, there's a long story behind this. I did also explain this in the other episode, but basically, I always was a Ravenclaw, but then I took it again, the test, a month ago, and I got Hufflepuff, so I really don't know. I'm a Ravenpuff. My favorite movie at the moment, I don't know. My favorite movie at the moment, well, I mean, technically this isn't a movie, but I've been watching so many Mean Girls bootlegs, it's not even funny. I've watched the original Broadway cast. I've seen Erica Henningsen's last show. I've seen one with Gianna Nelly, or however you say it, as Janice. I've seen the tour cast. I've seen one with Kaylin Fu as Gretchen. I've seen one with Renee as Regina. I've seen them all. So I guess
she'll DM me every single time she's watching one, and she'll be like, I'm watching this one now. And it's so many of them.
The one with Cameron Dallas, we just don't talk about that one.
We don't talk about that one.
My favorite color, when both of you were saying this, by the way, your favorite colors, I was just thinking about Monty Python, where they're like, what is your favorite color? And then the guy goes, blue, wait, no, yellow, I don't really have a favorite color. I just like all colors that look nice.
That is fair. I was gonna say it's a cop-out answer, but then I remember that 8 people I know don't have a favorite color, so that's fair.
Fair. I don't
it's
like
valid.
To choose favorites, because it changes all the time. So there's never just one set.
What's your favorite at this very moment?
At this very moment,
I was gonna make a joke. You ruined my joke.
Maybe a nice
I don't know what to tell you, Ami.
aquamarine or something.
Solid choice.
And my life motto, I'll just steal one of the quotes I have in Amadea's bio, which is, "It does not do to dwell on dreams and forget to live."
No, hang on. Amadea, you say that you have a hard time choosing favorites?
Yes,
Who's your favorite, me or Cecily?
Yeah, there's a correct answer here.
I
If you
refuse.
say Adam, both of us are gonna murder you.
I say Adam.
Ouch!
No, I say none of you, because you're
It's
all
me.
equally my
You know
favorite.
it's me. You know it's me. This isn't a question. Moving
I'll
on.
say no, Cecily. I'll say you if you bake the cupcakes in time for me to have one.
I can't promise that.
Well, then I can't
Cecily's a
promise
great
that you're my
baker.
favorite.
I see. Oh, so I'm only good for cupcakes? Ouch. I see where I stand. I see how it is.
Yeah, you're my food person.
Great.
Okay, moving on.
Okay, so since this is an icebreaker episode and we are a tea-themed podcast, we obviously have to start out with the all-encompassing question of what is your favorite type of tea?
Okay, I got this one. I got this.
She's gonna give us an
Alright,
essay.
so-
Brace yourselves.
I might. I drink so much tea. It's absurd. Okay, so, in the winter, you gotta have the hot teas. And, my favorite hot tea is rooibos. So good. Although it's also, I don't really know how to pronounce it. I've heard it pronounced multiple different ways. But regardless, it's great. I also am particularly a fan of chai lattes. Those are quality. I have an iced chai latte right now in my hand that I got from Dunkin' Donuts. It's a quality summer drink when you put it over ice. But in general, I drink a lot of iced black tea during the summer. But, iced fruity tea, raspberry iced tea, that is the ultimate summer drink. And that's that on that.
Wait, can we backtrack? Did you say you got your iced chai from Dunkin' Donuts?
Yes.
Do you guys have actually good Dunkin' Donuts? Because I don't have good Dunkin' Donuts where I live.
We're the tiniest town ever, and we have 2 Dunkin' Donuts in our town.
Yeah.
It's kind of wild. But yeah, the vanilla chai lattes from Dunkin' Donuts are usually either hit or miss. Like sometimes I've had really, really good ones from there, and then I've also had really bad ones that are just like straight like milk. But this one was
Ew.
okay. It could have been a little more chai flavored, but it's usually not as good over ice because like then it gets all watered down, but like it's still a quality drink. Amadea, what's your favorite kind of tea?
See, I'm not so big on hot drinks. Like, I really don't like hot tea. Or just, it's not just tea though, it's just
Do
any
you know
hot
why?
drink
It's because
in
Avade is already too hot.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like, the only hot drink that I really like is hot chocolate. Like, I don't like hot coffee. I don't like hot tea. And I can't think of any other drinks that are served to you hot. But iced-wise,
Soup.
that
soup
time
is not a
Amadea,
drink.
that time I got clam chowder and Amadea, knowing she was allergic to shellfish, still asked for a sip of it.
Oh my God.
Okay, the one thing I would sacrifice myself for is clam chowder. It's so good. All right, iced tea, just in all forms, is heavenly.
Thank you for agreeing.
Last summer, we had like a bunch of different berries, and we just like put them all together in iced tea, and then it was like this multitude of berry tea, and it was great.
That sounds delightful.
It was. All right,
Okay,
Ami.
So I think I have like 3 top favorite teas. So like jasmine tea in the little teacups that you drink with your family when you're eating dinner because we're Asian like that. I'm also very partial to chai tea lattes like Cecily because I'm basic. Don't come for me. But
Okay, but
I
like
also
they're good.
legitimately
Like so it makes up.
they
for
are
it.
good. Right. You can't hate on that. And I love like fruit teas, but like the weird ones. So like I think my favorite right now is Earl Grey with blood oranges because it's so good.
That sounds really
Like
good.
yeah, it's so good. All right.
Why don't we move on to the second question, which is, what would be your dream job?
Okay, I'll start out for this one. I would sell my soul to be on Broadway. That's that. However, the closest I'm gonna get, I'm gonna go to college, I'm a major in architecture, minor in theater, then become a set designer because that would be cool as hell. And that's
Epic. Yeah, epic.
Okay, my dream
Yeah.
job. I don't have like a specific position, job title that would be my dream job, but ideally, in a perfect world, I would get to be paid for just like traveling the world and going to destinations and like rating them, like a travel vlogger or something like that.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be so epic. I would
That would
just
be
bring my
so
camera
cool.
and vlog my vacations and then get paid for it.
Yeah, that would be
So
so cool.
you want to be a YouTuber?
No, but like more legit than
Yeah, no, I got you.
yeah, that would be it. But in reality, I'm probably just gonna go to college and major in political science.
That's
though.
fair. That's pretty
Maybe I
dope.
could do like foreign
pretty
relations and
legit.
then like travel.
That'd be really cool. Imagine if you were like a diplomat.
Imagine.
You should just become bilingual and then be a translator.
Except I'm not bilingual.
Well, that's how you become bilingual.
The only other language I take is
Oh
You
yeah.
did drop out of French.
I know, but I couldn't fit French and Latin into my schedule.
So you chose Latin over French?
Yeah, because my Latin teacher is amazing and she makes us food a lot.
Okay, that's
Would
fair.
you'd rather have food than actual useful knowledge?
Okay, but she also does give us actual useful knowledge about Latin.
Yeah, but that's a dead language.
You're dead.
It's not useful if you can't apply it to anything.
I am. I
But you
agree.
can apply it.
To what?
Well,
Latin?
if you're going into like a medical field or anything with all the Latin derivatives and
That's true.
with your vocabulary just in general, because
But also,
Okay.
you're not going into the medical
Yeah.
field,
all
so
the and it also just like you learn a lot of life lessons in that class.
You weren't
which are
life
completely
lessons?
unrelated to Latin.
Yeah, but like it's good for life. I mean, like
True.
through all the stories like of the mythology.
Dude, you know what? I really want to be one of those people at like Walmart that decorates the cakes and writes on the cakes. That would be so cool.
Yeah, you
I
could
mean,
totally do
obviously
that,
not
though.
for like,
Oh my god.
that wouldn't be like my full-time job, but like for a part-time, that would be pretty epic.
No, my Latin teacher, she teaches Latin, and then she has a side business where she bakes cakes and other sweet treats and sells them. You
Oh
could
yeah,
do-
she made your birthday cake and it was epic.
It was epic.
Yay, that's super cool. I wish my teachers did stuff like that.
Right? Go to a private school.
Yeah.
If only.
Okay, Ami, dream job.
Okay, dream job would be to be like a content writer. So I found that I really like doing that. So my friends would build websites, or because my parents are business owners and most of my relatives are business owners, and I'm like the only person who even has a remote interest in writing things. They always ask me to write stuff for their websites because none of them can write for crap. And I've legitimately found that I really liked it. I really like just writing and content writing, and I keep saying content writing. I need to find a different phrase for it, but I don't know if there's another name for it. Just like writing stuff for other people, because God knows I have no creativity and can't write for myself. But for other people, if they like tell me, hey, give us this, here's your resources, I'm like, yeah, this is fun.
If you're listening to this, please tell us what job Ami's talking about.
Okay, when you hire someone, like a web developer, to make a website for your business, they don't write the content. Like, they don't write, like, here's a bio, here's an infographic, here's a paragraph, here's an essay. They don't write that. They just design everything. So I've done, like, content writing for websites, mostly within my family, because they don't want to outsource. And it's just fun, but kind of dope. Do you want to be kind of dope? To be a freaking astronaut. I love space.
In the like rocket ship, I would like have an attack of anxiety being in there.
An attack of anxiety.
Yes.
No, I would totally get like some sort of panic anxiety attack, but I'd love it while it was happening.
No,
Because apparently I just like pain. That's the most edgy thing I've ever said. No, but legitimately, if I could be an astronaut, I'd want to, but I don't think that's gonna happen.
That seems
So-
pretty wild.
Yeah. Along the lines of things that you're passionate about, what's a cause that's important to you?
I
Oh,
can
God.
start this one.
All right,
I
Amadeo.
don't know how. Last year, I got really started to get involved with like climate change activism and stuff like that. And so I joined this movement that is one of the largest youth-led movements in the United States. It's called the Sunrise Movement. It is a partisan movement. Like, we don't have to talk about that. It's just like, you know, the movement itself is built off of like saving the earth and like protecting the environment and advocating for a greener earth.
And the Green New
because
Deal.
we do need to protect our earth so we don't all die.
And that's
I would
iconic.
love to not die.
Yes.
That's my goal in life, to not die.
Yes. Never.
Never.
Immortality.
No, I wouldn't want to be immortal. That would be
Yeah,
sad.
no, that would just be sad.
So you have to watch everyone around you. Nope. Not a good time. Ami, what's important to you?
All right. Okay, I think there's some pretty obvious ones here. Definitely the LGBTQIAP+ community and equal rights for everybody. I would also like to say that jokingly, I say that I love the Birds Aren't Real company. I don't know if you see their ads. I
Yeah.
get their ads all the time.
That
I
birds
love
are
their
government drones.
Right. I love saying that just to make my parents super annoyed at me, but legitimately their merch is gorgeous. I'd also like to give more rights to children because we actually sometimes do know what we're saying. We may make up words like yeet and lit and bet, but I swear we do know things sometimes.
Amadeus sort of took the one that was important to me, which is the environment. Also, apparently everything that's important to me is political, so we're not going to go there. But I did write postcards telling people to vote by mail.
Moving on. What song always puts you in a good mood, Cecily?
Little Miss Perfect by Taylor Louderman, because she is a goddess. She is a queen. She is a legend. Her voice is literally perfect. She's perfect. She's amazing. And the song is gay, so like there's nothing to lose.
She broke me. So you should have prefaced it with "it was gay," not just like throw it in at the end, because now I'm in tears.
All right, so we broke Ami. So Amadeo, you're going next.
Okay. I think I might have to break this up into a few different categories because I have such a wide variety of taste in music that it just,
Right. Okay, so just pick one.
Okay, so like I'm gonna do kind of like current song and then oldie, and that's it because
Okay.
I can't choose. Okay, so for oldie, definitely "Don't Stop Me Now" by Queen because it's
Don't
just
No, okay, sorry.
puts me in a good mood. And then probably for current, I'd say "Catastrophized" by Noah Kahan. Noah Kahan is my all-time favorite artist. Check him out because you won't regret it.
Every single one of his songs is
Yeah, no, there's literally no
fantastic.
song of
There's
his that I
literally no
don't
bad
like.
song.
That's fair. Yeah.
He's epic.
Ami, now that you're fixed again.
Collected myself. Okay. Not to be a basic human being, but Magic in the Hamptons makes me believe in love again. And that is very hard to do because, as I'm fond of saying, love is dead and so am I. So Magic in the Hamptons is honestly just such like a really good feel-good song. And I'm like, yes, everything is fine again. I will get up, I will dance, and I will be happy. But if I'm just like in a very deep like mental rut, I really, really like Easy Living by Billie Holiday because secretly I am a 6-year-old grandmother. Those two and Edelweiss from Sound of Music, those 3 songs cheer me up no matter what.
It always makes me sad.
It makes me sad if you listen to like the reprise version, but the original, like the first one earlier, that one makes me just, I'm like, okay, I'm fine, everything is fine. Just solid. Also, to the people listening, please send the 3 of us song recommendations because I think I speak on behalf of the 3 of us when we say we have played the same 60 songs over and over again for the past 2 years.
Look, sending me song requests has been in my status for the past like month, so just keep them coming. Keep them coming.
Yeah, please.
Please do.
My current song obsession, I'll share it with you, even though this isn't a question.
You guys, I made a playlist out of the song requests I've gotten, out of the song recommendations I've gotten so far, so you can go listen to that.
Okay, I will.
My Spotify is linked in my Discord profile, so like, go check it out.
The song that I have on repeat right now is Black Madonna by Cage the Elephant.
Oh, that's, yeah. Cage the Elephant is god
I
tier.
originally heard it on the radio and I was like, oh my gosh, great song. And now I can't stop listening.
That's fair. Cage the Elephant is really good, especially if you like really good guitar.
Yeah.
Which who doesn't?
Noah Khan
That's-
also plays the guitar well.
True.
Alright guys, as teenagers who are all female, do you wear perfume?
No.
I have a story with this. I always have a story.
Oh boy.
Okay.
So, I actually do, but it is out of spite, which is not a good reason to do.
Of course it is.
Yeah, if you know me, everything I do is out of spite. So, my friend, who is, what are they calling it? Like a hey girly girl? Is that what it's called? Like bra
Hell if I
girls
know.
versus hey girl? It's from TikTok. I don't remember, but she's extremely feminine. And so this one time I took her out to eat because I'm a nice friend, and we were walking around the mall and she goes, let's go into Bath and Body Works. This is a problem for 2 reasons. 1, I look like a man. 2, I have a really sensitive nose, so I will start sneezing the second I walk in there. But she doesn't care, obviously, so she drags me in. And then the worst 20 minutes of my life happens, where this is not actually the worst, I'm being really dramatic. She takes every single perfume and body spray and sprays it on me. The only one I didn't immediately sneeze at was like this rose vanilla one. And she got that for me for my birthday. And now I just wear it out of spite because she's like, you're never gonna wear this. And I'm like, screw you, watch me. So yes, I do wear perfume. And yes, I do smell amazing. And it is delicious. It really does smell good. Yeah, so that's like my really long-winded story about why I wear perfume.
All right. Well, that was delightful. Everything you do is out of spite. That should just be your life motto.
True. That's fair. That's fair.
Okay. What is something you like to do the old-fashioned way? I
Me
can tell
too.
you something I don't like to do the old-fashioned way, which is make cookies, because Martha Stewart, listen up, no one wants to mix cookie dough with a wooden spoon. That is just fact. Literally no one. It's so much effort.
Cecily is
That's
coming for Martha Stewart. They're gonna have a beef. They're gonna have some beef. They're gonna have a Twitter feud.
I'm gonna fight her. I'll fight her. I'll fight you. Martha Stewart, if you hear this, fight me.
Okay, something you do like to do the old-fashioned way.
I don't know. Reading books is old-fashioned, I guess. I do like physical books instead of ebooks. I can't deal with ebooks. They're just
I
awful.
agree with that.
I also agree with that.
Can I steal that answer as mine? Because I can't think of anything else.
No.
Can't think of anything
Okay,
else?
fine. You know what? Fine.
Because you stole mine.
I stole your environment answer, so you can steal mine. That works.
Yeah.
Is it weird if I say dating? I don't like Snapchat, honestly. I get confused. Apparently there's rules and etiquette to Snapchat. So, I'd rather just hit someone up and flirt with them the old-fashioned way, in person, face-to-face, which makes this whole pandemic trash. Literal trash. Just saying. Also, books. Hardcover or even paperback, just physical books are so much more satisfying than ebooks.
True.
Like, you don't get to shut an ebook with the satisfying the little thump that the book makes, and you just sit
Right.
back.
When you finish a book and you close it and then you just put it down and wallow, you don't get to do that with ebooks.
Why do you make it sound like you only read depressing books? I don't wallow after a funny book.
No, but you just sit there and then you think about what you just read, because if it's a good book, you just gotta sit there and think about it for a little while.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna wallow.
Okay, maybe wallow was the wrong choice of words.
It definitely was. Okay, this one, I found this question and I was like, I forgot I wrote this, but I'm a genius, alright? Which body part?
This is kind of a wild question. Where did this come from?
I don't actually know. Which body part do you wish you could detach and reattach at will?
Okay, since this is your question, you're going first, Ami.
Alright, I would like to be able to detach and reattach my entire head. So this is assuming when I detach it, all of my eyes, my mouth, my ears will all still work, right? I actually have two answers to this, but one of them is less cool, so this one's funnier. So imagine, okay, we get in a fight. I'm punching you, you punch me, I throw a right hook, you try to kick me in the face, and then I just yeet my face off and throw it at you. How terrified would you be?
I'd be so scared. Oh my god. But also that would be so good for like espionage, you know? You just roll your head quietly into the room.
Right, that's my other answer. Basically, extendable ears, except it's your own ears, right? Right, but the thing is, no, it doesn't have that stupid string thing, because you can still see the string. So what if you just took your ear off and then, like, left it in something? Which would be also so funny if you took your ear off and put in someone, like, the bottom of someone's glass and they were drinking.
I would have to, like, listen to them drinking. That would be disgusting.
That would be disgusting, but so worth it. So worth it.
That would be pretty epic.
So, guys, what's your answer to this question?
I literally don't even have an answer to this. I have not thought about this, nor do I want to.
It's a fun thing to think about. Medea, what about you?
Maybe my hand. So then I could like unattach it and grab something and then reattach it because I'm short. So like it'd be a lot easier.
You unattach it, throw it up on the top shelf, grab something, and then just walk it back down.
Yeah.
Also, then you could actually do some great jokes when people ask you to lend a hand.
I can literally
You
lend a
give
hand.
them your hand. You take it off and you give it to them.
But would it be both hands or like one hand?
Both.
Both. Right? But then that comes into the issue. Like, what if like the reattaching thing gets like really like you know how when you use something too much it gets really loose? What if like you randomly like you're maybe like dancing and then your hands just fly
too much?
You're dancing and your head just
a head's not gonna fly very far. Hands, they're tiny. That's gonna fly places, man. Like,
what if the momentum of your head could just
maybe I'd get a concussion. That would not be good.
Oh, that would not be good. You're right.
No,
Okay.
I stand by my head answer. It's still really funny.
Moving on. Do you believe in luck?
I believe that you make your own luck. Like, I don't believe in fate or anything. I believe that some things you do can have a positive or negative effect on what happens in the future. But I don't believe in just one force existing that just like says, yeah, this is going to work out for you, or no, to heck with you, this is going to get screwed up or whatever.
Actually, let's add another question to this because they're almost the same thing. So you don't believe in fate?
Well, I mean,
I do not.
So Cecily says your actions determine your luck and your fate.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Me? I don't believe in like destiny. I don't believe in like, oh, there's this being out there and he's controlling all your actions and you're powerless to stop it. Like, I do believe we do have free will and it does affect what we do. Maybe it's inconsequential in the grand scheme of things, but we do have free will and it will affect things around us. That said, I also believe, I do think there is luck. Like, when you play cards, when you play Monopoly, when you play any sort of gambling game, that is luck. Like, there's nothing you can do to be like, you could be the nicest person in the world and you still won't get like that perfect slot lineup. You won't get that perfect slot lineup where you get the jackpot, right? There is luck, but it is random. Like, just because you're a good person doesn't mean you'll get lucky, right? That makes sense?
Right.
That's so heavy. Why did I pick these questions? Jeez.
I feel like
No, I really like this question.
I agree with that, but like I wouldn't call it luck though. I'd call it like chance, you know?
Yeah,
Right.
for sure.
Like with what you're saying about cards and gambling and stuff, it's all about chance. It's not really luck. It's not like
It's not some like bigger, powerful force being like,
I'm going to choose
this is gonna work out
person.
for you. It's just like random.
Yeah.
So then if you just happen to get the better side of that chance, you are just called lucky because there's no
Yeah.
other word for it.
Right. That we, as humans, we have a tendency to want to see patterns where patterns don't exist.
Right.
And we don't like thinking about how we don't really have control over anything. So we want to be like, yeah, I have good luck, so everything's going to work out for me. Or, oh, this didn't work out for me. I guess I'm just unlucky. Like, you don't want to blame it on anything random happening to you. You want to have a solid explanation for it.
Right. Okay, so that's pretty heavy.
Well, that was a good time.
Guys, what's your favorite month of the year? And if you pick your birth month, you are lame, and I will call you out on it.
Okay, what if I pick my birth month, but it's for a different reason?
That's fair. All right.
Okay, right. So my favorite month is October, but not because my birthday's during it. Also not because Halloween, even though that's a perk, because we all love candy. My favorite month is October because my favorite season is fall, and I really like October is just like the perfect fall month. Like, it's not too cold, but it's not too warm. It's like crisp, and the leaves are changing, and it's pretty, and like you can just go out and walk around, and it's beautiful, and it's a good time.
That's valid. That is valid. Amadea, what's your
What if I
favorite
have two
month?
favorite months?
That is fine.
Okay, so my first one is November because Thanksgiving, which is an American holiday so we're special. And we always go to my cousin's house, and it's a great time, and I like doing that every November. And also it's just like, it's the beginning of like the holiday season, and like the vibes of the holiday season are just awesome. And then my other favorite month is June, and not because it's my birth month, but because it's the beginning of summer, and summer is the best.
You really just like when there's no school.
Yes, and also I like working, so.
Oh, that's fair.
Except for all the times you complain about working.
When have I complained?
You literally, every time it's gonna rain, you're like, oh my god, it's gonna rain, I don't have to go to work.
Well, no, I just like the rain because I get paid for just sitting there and talking with everybody.
You get paid for not working.
Exactly.
Oh, that's so unfair. All right. Like Amadea, I also have two favorite months, and one of them is the same as hers. So I love November for multiple reasons. So one, weather, because I would say a good solid 80% of my wardrobe is hoodies and or flannels and or a singular leather jacket that I wear every single day because I'm ridiculous and a creature
Why
of
is
habit.
that literally exactly my wardrobe?
Since I live in the Midwest and it gets cold, I can finally start to wear them instead of wearing, shorts and t-shirts and stuff. So that's like the biggest plus. It's literally just I get to wear most of my closet now, which is very important to me. Number two, I love November because it's my brother's birthday. Both of my brother's birthdays. I have two brothers. Both of their birthdays are in November, which means I get cake. And I love cake. And that is like the most important thing about November to me. I'm literally not kidding. I love cake. So my second favorite month, this is going to go a lot faster because you're going to laugh at me, so I'm going to just move past the embarrassment. February, not because it's my birth month, but because of Valentine's Day. I really love Valentine's Day. No, it's because it's gory and it's I get to wear ridiculous makeup to school and people, and then also because Chinese New Year is usually in February. This year was in January, which is like the first time that's ever happened, which is ridiculous. But Chinese New Year, I get money. I get so much money. Favorite holiday ever. Yeah.
We do love getting money.
Oh my goodness.
Moving on, we're getting a little deeper now. What are you most proud of?
Are we proud people?
I don't think we are. I'm not proud of anything.
I feel like I've had my moments.
I feel like I know what I'm going to be proud of by next year, but it just hasn't happened yet. So
that's so random. Okay, what do you think you're going to be proud of by next year?
So we have this thing called a capstone project, which is we have to do like a project that like benefits the community in some way. And we have to do it in our junior and senior year in order to graduate. So for my capstone project, I'm starting a sustainability club at my school, and it's going to be a good time, and we're going to make some changes and save the gosh darn earth.
Heck yeah.
So, heck yeah, that's what I'm going to be proud of, but it hasn't happened yet because it's summer.
It's okay. That's super cool. Medea, what are you most proud of? Proudest of?
Surviving up until this point, maybe?
Wow. Cop out answer. Give us a better one.
I don't know. I'm not a proud person.
She has a lot to be proud of, though, guys. Be proud of? Be proud of.
Be proud of?
Proud of. What about all the times you went to like sunrise rallies?
Oh yeah, that was a good time. I mean, I wouldn't say I was really proud of myself for doing that though. Like that just makes me seem like I'm like super conceited. Like, oh, I'm so much better than all of you because I go to these rallies.
I mean, you can be proud of something without being conceited.
Well,
like you can be proud that you're taking action and doing something. Like being proud doesn't necessarily mean that like you think you're better than other people. You can be proud in yourself.
That's true. I'd say like in terms of the rallies, I'm not so much as proud of myself as just like proud for like everyone there in general. Like, hey, we're all together making a difference, you know? Like it's a collective effort.
So you're proud. I'd say you should be. You definitely should be proud of your activism work because that's significant.
Okay, what are you proud of, Ami?
Me? Well, there's my cop-out answer, which is I'm a 4-year varsity athlete because
Wow.
I know, that's legitimately, I would say that's like my biggest, most like, hey college, look at this. Like that's my biggest accomplishment as a human. Like,
in your fall tennis season.
Okay, Cecily keeps hating on me because our tennis season is during the fall and not during the spring.
Yeah, that's
this
so
is
weird.
objectively a spring sport. You can't fight me on this. It's fact.
Sure, whatever.
Yeah,
if you say so.
It is definitely spring.
Thank you.
Yeah, but then how do you have enough courts at your school to host both the boys' practice and the girls' practice?
We don't have
girls' school.
We don't have a boys team.
Oh.
Because we're not big enough for that.
Oh, that's very different from us then, because, yeah, we have a boys team. So
also, why would you wouldn't host them both at the same time? Like, you'd have games on different days.
Right, but you still have to practice.
You could have different practice times.
Ugh, that's, like, way, way too much work. No, but yeah, I guess, like, if college is like, what impacted your life the most? I'm like pointing, I'm like, tennis. I'm a 4-year varsity athlete, which I say with pride because you know what? It's freaking hard to do that. I don't know. Oh, actually, that's a lie. I know a lot of freshman varsity athletes, but I think that's just because our grade is ridiculous. But I think internally, what I'm most proud of is cutting my hair. Because I used to have this crazy freaking long hair and it was like my only personality trait because I used to dance and I used to have to have long hair. Right, exactly. And then I cut it all off and I was like, I'm cool now. So
you look iconic, so like it's fine.
Thank you. You also look iconic. We all look iconic. We're a squad.
Yay. Wow, this is weird. I have the longest hair of everyone here now.
And your hair is not that long.
That's never
it's
happened.
not.
Wow. I feel special.
What a wild time.
Romantic.
Ooh, like your answer with Valentine's Day. Do you believe in true love?
Cecily, do you want to start?
I do not want to start.
You do not want to start? Amadeo, do you want to start?
Sure. Let me think about it for a second. I think like it's so subjective, you know? Like nobody can truly understand how another person feels, you know? So like if somebody's like, oh, you guys aren't in love, it's like, hey, maybe they are, and they like, because you cannot, you know what I mean? I can't explain this. Like,
but do you think that, like, do you think it's possible to feel true love?
I don't know. Probably, sure. Go for it.
Like, what? Okay, so what's the difference between, like, true love and regular love? Like, what's the true part? What's the point of that?
I don't know. Maybe it's like your true love is like the person you're supposed to end up with. Like,
I mean,
okay,
that
wait,
feels a
this
lot
goes
like fate and destiny.
in- it also goes along like, do you believe in soulmates?
Okay, so my parents have a very good marriage. I have never quite seen two people who understand each other as much as my parents do. And I think I'm lucky to have that, because a lot of people don't get to see that, like, sort of role model or standard in their life. So I do believe in true love. I just think you have to be incredibly lucky to find it. Soulmates, on the other hand, no, those don't exist. Humans are dumb. We don't even deserve soulmates. Just get out of here with that. Like, no.
You're
Like,
not
those,
wrong.
like, you see all those TikTok POVs and it's like, soulmate AU? I'm like, no, we don't deserve soulmates. So get Okay, ouch. No, I'm not a cynic. I already said I believe in true love. You have to be
Okay.
really lucky to find it.
Yeah, but what if you don't believe in luck?
Then you're screwed. I don't know what to tell you, man. This is just coming from me, but maybe it's just because, have you seen that Daniel Sloss stand up about, like, how your life is a jigsaw puzzle, and for some people completing that jigsaw puzzle means finding true love, and for other people it's something else, right?
Right.
Like, for my parents, I'm guessing it was finding each other, because they're, like, ridiculously happy with each other. It's literally ridiculous how like, in love they are, like, to this day. Me, I don't care. I have friends, I have family. I don't need, like, one single romantic partner for the rest of my life. I would rather have a dog. I would legitimately rather have a dog, right? But I do believe it's true, because I've seen it. Like, I have my parents, and they're like the prime example of what true love is. Fair? That's fair, right?
That's fair.
Yeah.
Speaking of finding people, who are your kind of people?
Can I say the gays? I'm gonna say the gays.
Yes, that is a perfectly acceptable answer.
Who else? Dog people. If you have a dog, I automatically like you. If you like Harry Potter, I also automatically like you. Let's see. If you have cool colored hair, I automatically like you. If your hair is not natural, I don't care how bad of a person you are, I will look at you and think you are the hottest human in the room. I'm legitimately serious. Like, unnatural hair, for some reason, is so attractive. Just in case anyone wants to date me. I'm kidding. Please don't. No.
I mean, I don't really have a kind of people. Like, I kind of just, like, fit in wherever I am. I just kind of am there. But, like, my friend group is a lot of, like, the people who, like, don't. I have a very small friend group, and all of my friends also have a very small friend group, and that's kind of the vibe.
So your kind of people are, like, maybe 6 people in total?
I mean, yeah, pretty much. I legitimately have, like, 6 friends.
Am I one of those friends?
Yes, Ami, I love you.
Oh, I love you too.
People that are nice. I don't know. Like,
I mean,
people,
that's an acceptable answer.
people that contrast me well, but also aren't like so contrasting we wouldn't like get along well.
That you can't find anything in common.
Yeah. 'Cause like if they're the same as me, then that's just boring.
So you need, like, parallel universe versions of you.
Sure, yeah.
No, I think my answer is the best. The gays are my type of people.
I mean,
Also
I
the
feel
allies. We have found our people, but now we must find the true meaning of life. What gives your life meaning? Cecily, Amadea.
I think, like, having goals, like having something to work towards. So I'm not just, you know, existing and floating around in space-time. You know.
Yeah, no, existing, I'm down with existing, but yeah, I think, like, going back, look at linking things together. I think going back to the whole causes that you support.
Right. Like, what's important to you.
Mm-hmm. Like, that gives life meaning. Like, it's these ideals, these values that you want to instill upon the world. And that can be a good or bad thing. Hopefully you have a good moral compass and you do want to put some good out into the world. Because this is where the whole, like, what do you think, the midlife crisis, and you're just going to die alone and nothing's going to ever mean anything, right? But then if you keep in mind, like, the causes that are important to you and the things that you support and the change that you want to do, that gives your life meaning. And this is coming from 3 very young people who have no right to be talking about this.
You know what, Ami? We could talk about whatever the heck we want to talk about.
We can, but I feel like no, we're
not qualified to talk about this.
Not qualified. All right, guys. This one's a very important question. Clowns, yes or no?
No.
I mean, I don't hate them. I don't like them, but I don't hate them. They're just there. Like, I wouldn't want one at my birthday party, but, like, I'm not scared of them.
Okay. No to clowns, except he's not technically a clown, but who's the imaginary friend in Inside Out?
Oh. Bing Bong or whatever.
Yeah, Bing Bong. He kind of looks like a clown, so I'm going to call him a clown. He's okay. Everyone
not
else is no. He acts like a clown.
He's an imaginary friend.
He's an imaginary friend, but he looks like a clown, so I'm gonna call him a clown. Oh, him and Pennywise. Pennywise is hot because Bill Skarsgård is objectively hot.
Those are 2 very opposite ends of the clown spectrum, man.
Okay, no, have you? There's this video of an interview. It's Jack Dylan Grazer, and it's like, would you rather eat a can of worms or kiss Pennywise? And without hesitation, Jack Dylan Grazer goes, kiss Pennywise. Have you seen Bill Skarsgård? That man is gorgeous. And I stand by that. I like women, but also Bill Skarsgård.
Fair.
So, some clowns. 2 clowns in particular, but some clowns. Who thought clowns were a good idea? Like, legitimately?
I don't know, man.
Like, who thought, this is what the children want to see when they go out to have fun. They want to see a giant man with a red nose.
I mean, I don't know, man.
All right. What's our next question?
Our next question, also very important. Do you believe in ghosts?
Yes.
That was quick. Care to explain?
I don't know. I just do.
Have you had any ghost encounters?
Personally, no, but my parents have.
Ooh.
Oh, do tell.
Well, they just stayed in like a haunted hotel one time, and like the doors would like creak, and like the lights kept going on and off and stuff like that. No, all the stereotypical ghost stuff.
Cecily? Cecily, you go first. I'm still thinking about my answer.
Okay. I don't think I believe in ghosts. Like, I feel like even if I saw proof, like, I wouldn't believe it. Like, it wouldn't, I don't know. I just feel like, what are they? Like, they're nothing. How do they exist? I mean, I don't believe that you have a soul, which sounds super cynical.
Wow.
But, like, not that I'm saying, like, the concept of a soul is flawed. I'm just saying, like, I don't believe it exists. Like, I don't know what it would be made of, so I, like, can't think about it. So I don't believe in ghosts because I don't see how they would exist, like, in the physical world.
I mean, I don't believe in, like, Casper the Friendly Ghost flying around talking to people, nearly headless Nick. I don't believe in that. But I do believe in supernatural beings that are manifestations of dead people, which is the most presumptuous way to say it. But legitimately, this is just because of The Good Place. I'm not gonna spoil it, but it's literally just the final episode of The Good Place, the very last scene. That's what's gonna make me be like.
You right though. Oh, that's a good point.
Like, just dead people do have an impact, and it's not just in the, oh, I miss my grandmother, she helped raise me type of way. It's like in the, they are somewhere and they are doing something. And hey, dead people, if you're out there and listening, please fix 2020. It's kind of been a sucky year so far. If you could fix that, that would be nice.
That would be delightful. I would really appreciate that.
Yes.
Redo button or something. So, sort of. I sort of believe in ghosts. Such a cop-out answer. It's fine.
Completely different topic.
But
How
also
often
very
do you
important.
shower?
This is
This is very important. How often do you shower?
Honestly, it depends. Normally, when it's not swim season, every other day, but when it's swim season, every day, and then when it's track season, also every day, and then when sometimes I'll just do something and then I'll have to take a shower and it'll throw off my routine.
Right, like when I'm not doing
Cecily.
anything, I'll do it just like every other day because I'm just like sitting in my basement or something, you know. But yeah, like during soccer or track season, I'll take one every day because
Right.
I'm out there doing stuff, getting things done, being athletic, you know.
Mm-hmm. So I take a shower every day out of habit because my parents, because they come from a very humid and hot country where basically you just have to take a shower every day because of the weather. But when I had long hair, I didn't wash my hair every day because that's just bad for your scalp and you're not supposed to do that. But now that I have short hair and it takes 5 minutes, I don't care. I take a shower every day. See, very important questions. We're
That
asking
was
the
a
real
super important
questions here.
question.
Right.
I learned a lot.
I'm scared of this next question because I've gotten injured a lot and I have a lot of stories. But what's your favorite story behind one of your injuries? It can be broken bone, even like a skinned knee, maybe a scar, stitches.
One time when I was really young, I was like 5 or something, there was this really rocky beach that we used to go to. And it had like, you know, like small rocks, like that you would walk on, but then it had like really like massive boulders in some places. So I was there with my brother and 2 of my cousins, and we were throwing rocks into the water because, you know, we were young and that was entertaining to us. My brother was climbing up onto one of the rocks, and like one of the big rocks, and I was climbing up behind him, and he went to throw a rock to me for some reason. I still don't know why, but he threw the rock to me and I didn't see him do it, and it landed on my finger. Like this massive rock landed on my finger and it like smushed it back to the ER. And it was a wild time for sure.
I really like that you use the word smushed.
It literally smushed it. Like it was smushed.
I've never really broken like any bones or anything. Oh wait, I could tell the story about my concussion, but
Oh, this is a good one.
I originally was going to tell another story about when Cecily was injured because I think this story is much more
Oh,
I was biking with her and her brother and my dad. And as one does, it's very hilly where we live, so we were going down this big hill. And then my dad decided to turn onto one of the side streets. So he turned, and then Cecily's brother went, and then it was Cecily, and then it was me. And so as Cecily was going to take the turn, her brakes weren't working on her bike, and she was going fast. Like, how fast do you think you were going? Like 20 miles an hour, maybe?
it was pretty, like it was like a big hill, and
Yeah.
I was zooming. Like I wasn't using brakes going down it, so I was flying down that hill.
She was
zooming.
I was zooming.
And so she tried to make the turn, but then there was also some sand on the road. You know, they put the sand down in the winter and then it just like collects there in the summer. And so she flew off the side of the road into the embankment, and she smacked her face on a tree. And
I blacked out for like 3 seconds. So I remember like looking at the trees and going down into them, and then I remember just like lying in the leaves.
yeah, I just heard like a smack. And then I was like, oh my god, are you okay? And then I had to like leave her there for a second because my dad and her brother had like gone far down the street at that point, and I was like yelling for them to come back, and then we had to bandage her up. It was so funny.
My bike was fine.
Yeah.
Oh.
The bike was perfectly functional except for
I
the brakes
wish-
that were already broken.
I wish I was filming that moment because it was just like I was just chilling watching us go down the hill and then suddenly she's just gone.
I still don't I think I might have like sprained my finger, but I might have like broken my nose, but I still don't know for sure. Because I didn't like do anything about it. I just went home and I was like, yeah, that happened, and that was it.
Oh my goodness.
That was quite the eventful afternoon. Ami, go.
I'm trying to decide which one of these is legitimately interesting, because one of them is just funny in concept, but the story itself isn't funny. The other one is a wild story, so I'm tempted to do
Well,
that
you
one.
can tell the funny concepts, and then you can tell the wild story.
Yeah, so when I was 3, you know those baby gates you put on the stairs?
Yeah.
My parents didn't
Oh,
believe in
God.
those. Because I have an older brother and a younger brother, so after my older brother, they were like, yeah, no, baby gates, it's dumb. I was a clumsy child, so when I was 3, I tripped over the stairs, fell down the stairs, did a couple, like, slip. It was like maybe 5 steps. I'm really exaggerating here. So basically, I tripped and I fell down the stairs. And I sat there for about 20 minutes, and my dad came over, and he's like, hey, you good there, champ? And I was like, I fell down the stairs. And he goes, you okay? And I'm like, yeah. Turns out I wasn't okay, because turns out I actually broke my collarbone and just didn't cry at all. So I was like, this is what I heard from like my aunt. I would hold my arm and not let anyone touch my arm because I said it would hurt. And my parents were like, but what's wrong with it? And I go, I don't know, it just hurts. So then they finally took me to the ER, and turns out I had broken my collarbone. So that's the most metal thing I've ever done.
That's pretty epic.
Yeah, but the funnier story is there was this girl at my summer camp who I really wanted to impress, and by being like super manly. So I was like, I'm gonna jump over this fence because I'm me. Except it was like a low garden fence, so I thought it wouldn't be that hard. It'd be like, oh, look at me jump at this, I'm parkour, I'm so manly. And so I jumped. But the thing is, I didn't realize, because they did like the metal stakes, and then the chicken wire, and then the rubber caps on top of the metal stakes, so you didn't scrape yourself, because it's a bunch of idiot 8-year-olds in the summer camp. Didn't realize that there wasn't a rubber cap on one of the stakes, because it just fell off or something, or like a squirrel ate it. So I decided to jump over that single stake that didn't have a rubber cap, and I got a giant freaking scar across my entire knee. And I tripped, fell on my face, and immediately started crying because, like, ow. And so that's why you never do things for love, kids. I know. I get injured a lot.
That's pretty wild. I think Amadeus should tell the story of her concussion because it's a good one.
Okay, so I was in ski club with Cecily and then one of our other friends. So they like to go super fast and just speed down, and that's really not my style sometimes. Like, I like to go fast, but they go fast to the point where it's like the elements take over, you know?
No, I'm in control.
Sure you are.
Leave me alone. Dude, have I ever crashed into someone? No.
Yes, you've crashed into the bench. You've crashed into
Okay, that was because I
embankment.
legitimately did not know how to ski. That was literally my first time ever skiing, so leave me alone.
Okay. Anyway, so they were far ahead of me. And so I was just chilling, going down. And then there's this giant group of skiers that comes by me. And one of them sticks their pole out like a chicken, flapping like a chicken. And I swerved to avoid it naturally because I didn't want to get impaled. And then I like swerved and I went into like this other skier's path kind of, and then his skis went over mine. So I couldn't like do anything because my skis were trapped underneath his. And then I just fell and I tumbled for like 20 feet maybe. And then I landed and I was like, ow. And then I skied down the rest of the hill somehow after just like laying there for a minute. And then Cecily and our other friend are like, oh my gosh, what happened? And all I remember is that Cecily kept telling me, I think you have a concussion. And then
Oh.
she was explaining how like her brother has had a concussion and he had to like stay in a dark room. And I just remember going, but I don't want to lie immobile in a dark room. And that's all I remember.
Yeah, you denied it for like 15 minutes, and then we had to get the teacher and force it upon you because you definitely had a concussion.
Oh, that's so. I don't know if I should be sad about it because it's honestly kind of funny. All right. So, in your friend group, what role do you play? This is gonna be mostly for you two because you guys are legitimately friends, out of character and like outside of sight, and you know each other in real life.
You put this one in my headliner interview.
I did.
You did.
It's not out yet. Don't spoil it. Jeez.
I'm not. Well, I have to give the same answer, or else.
No, one of them was in character, I think.
No, you gave it to me out of character.
Oh.
Well,
my bad.
so you get a sneak peek at my headliner.
Wow.
Yeah, so I said I was the cynic, which is true.
And you called me a cynic? Wow.
I did call you a cynic, but like I'm also a cynic, so it's
Takes
fine.
one to know one.
Exactly.
Okay, so Amadea,
yeah.
What role do you play?
I don't know what role I am. I just kind of exist.
Okay. Well, you don't seem like a mom friend to me.
No, I'm
Definitely.
But you're definitely not the rebellious teenager who constantly gets into trouble.
No.
Are you the no, because I feel like what I know of your friend group, they're all pretty like into the activist stuff, right?
Yeah, we're kind of all the same.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie.
And you can't even be the theater nerd because you're friends with Cecily. You're both theater nerds.
Because I'm the theater nerd.
You're the cynic. You already said this. You're the self-proclaimed cynic.
I think you would be the theater nerd over the cynic.
I disagree, but all right.
Maybe
theater nerd is 90% of my personality, so I'll take it.
Yeah.
Now I'm determined to give you a role. You know that, right?
Okay, just keep listing them, and I'll tell you if one.
I don't think you're the art.
No.
Let's see. Who's you're. You don't seem like the music nerd, like the band geek or the orchestra head.
I feel like we're all equally.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all.
Jeez, of course you are. But at the same time, you don't give me jock energy.
Yeah, not really.
So you're not the art girl. You're not. Are you the book nerd?
No, we all are.
We're all book nerds.
Why is your friend group like the same person?
Yeah, I mean, basically. She's like the one that encompasses everything in our friend group. She's the average one.
Yeah.
No shade. We love you, Amadea.
Yeah. Okay. I think I've told you guys like who I am in my friend group, but like if you guys had to guess, who do you think I'd be? Fair, but besides that.
I don't know. That seems like 90% of your personality.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
No, that's fair. Because you know how every movie has the token gay friend, but then there's the rebuttal on Tumblr where it's like gays flock together? No one in my friend group is not even like bi, as far as I'm aware.
Everyone in our friend group is gay.
Right, exactly.
I mean, some sort of gay, except for one of them.
Right. All of my friends are the straightest people you've ever met. Like, you know those, if you're still in school, if you know those like super pretty girls who always post bikini pictures and like go to cool places and use like weird visco filters on all their Instagram pictures, yeah, those are my friends.
That is not the crowd I thought you'd be running with.
Same. I blame my personality because of the internet, because I spend the most time on the internet out of all of us, just objectively. Like, I do, not excluding school and whatever. I spend the most time trolling the internet. I don't troll the internet. Don't take it like that. I am the jock. I am the gay. No, I'm not the mom friend. I can't be the mom friend. But unfortunately, I have to pretend to be the mom friend because my friend group is a disaster. Basically, I hang out with the weirdest crowd of people you've ever met, and you would not expect me to be friends with them. Oh, yeah, no. Think of the person you hate most at your school, and then think of their really weird, quiet friend that no one understands why they're friends with. That's me. That's legitimately me.
Wow.
I know. It's a very important question, and I think the three of us agree. Do you like the rain?
Yes.
Yes.
I love the rain.
Yes. Okay.
You know that Langston Hughes poem? That's my vibe. I vibe with that poem. I love it so much.
Is he the guy who wrote about the raisins?
The raisins?
Or maybe was it like the dreams? I can't remember author names. Is this the guy about like? This was during like Harlem. What's it called? Harlem
Yeah, he definitely
Renaissance,
wrote
right?
about dreams. I remember I read one of his poems, an English one.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have no idea. Okay, so rain. Do we like thunderstorms?
Absolutely. I love thunderstorms. 10 out of 10. I have
Yeah.
a massive glass sliding door that goes out onto a porch, and I'll literally just sit there in front of it and watch thunderstorms and like
I
read
want
my
a
book or
porch.
whatever.
I don't have a porch. Why did Cecily get a porch? I want a porch.
It's
Cecily,
actually a
I'm picking
deck.
a porch.
I don't know. Did I say porch?
You
It's a deck.
definitely said porch.
It's a deck. It's not a porch. Dude, I like dream house. My dream house would have a wraparound porch. I love porches. They're delightful.
Dude, yeah. What's your favorite board game? This is also very important.
I don't have a favorite board game. I don't play a lot of board games.
I like Settlers of Catan.
I mean, legitimately, the only board games I ever play are like Monopoly and Trivial Pursuit, and even those I like never play.
I feel like Cecily, you definitely give me like Scrabble vibes.
I love playing Scrabble. You're right. That's it. Scrabble is so much fun. I play Words with Friends because no one will play Scrabble with me.
Oh my gosh! Of course you play Words with Friends. I should get that. Shouldn't I?
Do it.
Okay.
I'll play against you. I'll be your one friend.
You will beat me every time because I'm terrible at English.
I'll go easy on you. You can cheat on me.
I can cheat on you? Oh, this is gonna be great. I'll find out next episode whether or not Ami or Cecily won. Okay, my favorite board game by far is this really niche Sherlock Holmes board game that's basically Clue. But there's a limited amount of cases. Like they actually give you a case file and they tell you what you need to figure out. It's so much fun because my family is ultra competitive. And for that reason, I also like Clue. Except Clue's gotten too easy at this point. Like, I'm way too good at Clue, which sounds like bragging, but I swear it's not. And Monopoly. I'm, like, super competitive at Monopoly. Basically, I'm really competitive, but I pretend that I'm not because it scares people. That's, like, your whole takeaway from this.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. Good times.
Boo. Did you like that? Do you like surprises? I'm a freaking genius.
Wow. That was the perfect segue.
I feel like I do. It's just like half the time I don't know that it's a surprise. Like,
please elaborate.
Like, okay, so I've had 2 surprise parties in my life.
Oh my god, I was at one of them.
The first one was with like my relatives, and so I just like gone down to the basement to get something, and I'd come back up and there was like a cake and everyone was wearing party hats, and it was like we were visiting them like maybe a month after my birthday because we couldn't see them, like we were all busy. So I came upstairs and I was like, oh my gosh, whose birthday is it? And they were like, well, I mean, they were like, Amadea, it's yours. I was like, oh. And then the second time it happened was this year. Cecily was there. And I just kind of walked in and I was just like, oh, there's people.
And there were just like 3 of us sitting around her kitchen table.
Yeah, I feel like I don't react in a normal way. I'm just like, oh, you're there.
I can vouch that's pretty much verbatim what she said.
Cecily, do you like surprises?
I guess so. I mean, sure. Like, I guess. I don't know why I don't have a good answer for this. Sure. I enjoy surprises. I like knowing things, but I guess I also enjoy surprises. Do you like surprises?
I hate surprises with every bone in my body, and it's because I'm a control freak. I can't stand surprises. I'm like, you didn't tell. I literally have to know what people are getting me for my birthday, which is ridiculous. It's like the counteracts the entire point of like birthday presents or whatever. And
I'm
so,
gonna get you a surprise birthday present, and you can't stop me.
do you have the money for that?
I don't know. I can just get you like, I don't know. I'll write
Send
you
me
a
a
list and send it to you. That'll
Oh
be
my
your
goodness,
surprise.
yes. Or you can send me a single stick of gum.
That's gonna be it. That's all I can afford.
Perfect. All right. All right, guys. This is the ultimate get to know you question, okay? What are the pros and cons of being your roommate?
Okay. I guess I'll bite on this one. Pros. I'm pretty neat. I can cook things. Like, that's kind of a big pro. I will cook food for you. Cons. I don't like people. Like, I can't deal with people. I'm bad at talking to people. If you snore, I will fight you.
Okay, noted.
That's that on
Cecily
that.
does not like snoring.
Dude, I can't fall asleep anyway. Never mind when people are making noise.
Pros and cons of being your roommate. This is your roommate application.
Let's see. Pro, I'll decorate it pretty. The room.
That's fair. That's fair.
True. My mother did, when my dad used to flip houses, my mother would stage them, so it looks pretty nice. And I picked up some things, so I will make your room look gosh darn amazing.
Yay! Also, I can cook things too and bake things, so I could do that. I feel like I'm pretty good at listening if you need me to like hear your problems, you know, like a roommate would. Cons, I'm not the neatest person on the planet. I sometimes talk in my sleep, apparently, according to my dad.
Really?
Also, if there was any instance where we had to share a bed, I move a lot in my sleep, so I will kick and punch you.
Okay.
That would be, yeah, if we had to share a bed, that would be pretty bad, because I take a really long time to fall asleep, and I, like, toss and turn a lot during, like, once I'm asleep, I'm fine, but, like, leading up to that, it's not good.
Wait, no, is that a thing? Do roommates have to share beds?
No.
Okay, sweet. Because I was gonna be like, yeah, no, you do not want to share a bed with me. I do the same thing as both of you. I don't talk in my sleep, but I don't fall asleep really easily. I don't fall asleep easily, and I also kick and punch and toss and turn. Okay.
Right, if we ever go somewhere, you two are sharing a bed, and I'll get the single bed.
Oh my
We'll
god.
be punching each other in our sleep.
We went on a band trip once to Virginia Beach, and there were 4 people to a room and like 2 king-sized beds in each room, so you'd have to share with one other person. So me and my roommates, we put the 2 people who kicked in one bed and then the 2 people who didn't in the other bed. So the first night we went to bed, we were supposed to get a wake-up call in the morning, like through the hotel phone in our room.
Right.
So our chaperone comes in expecting to find us like awake and getting ready. She comes in, we're all still fast asleep because in the middle of the night, one of the people in the bed had flailed and knocked the phone off the hook in their sleep. So we never got the call. It was a really good time.
All right. I'm just gonna give you like a very quick overview. I'd be a terrible roommate. I already know this. I hear it from my mother at least 5 times a day. But let's see, pros. Okay, not to be like, look at how fat my wallet is, but I do work a lot, which does mean that I do have money, which means you will never have to worry about paying rent. If you like, that's just one of like something. I am financially stable. Like even like right now, I am financially stable. I could move out by myself if I wanted to right now. I don't, because I like my mom's cooking. But you know, let's see. Coming from an IT family, I will be able to get us the best Wi-Fi possible. That's I think pretty important. I will help you with your homework no matter what time of night or actually. If it's before 8 a.m., don't ask me for help with your homework. But if it's at like 3 a.m., I will happily help you with your homework. Cons, there's a very long list. I can't cook. I can't do laundry. I can do the dishes, but I don't know how to use a dishwasher, so I hand wash dishes. I hate cleaning. I am also extremely messy. I stay up till ungodly hours of the morning, and I have a lot of makeup stuff, so that will eventually take over the entire bathroom. Look at that list. I'm a terrible roommate. No,
You are a terrible roommate.
I've not been raised to do anything. I can't cook. I can't clean. I can't do laundry. I'm like sort of okay at folding clothes, but that's about it.
Man, I have a scar on my hand from when I burned myself making mac and cheese when I was like 5.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I think the only thing I can make is applesauce. And I can make a pretty good smoothie, and that's pretty much it.
I mean, I could live on smoothies and apples. No, I couldn't.
No, you can't.
I
cannot.
couldn't.
I've tried. You can't. So yeah, if you want dope Wi-Fi and a Costco membership and money, but you have to do everything else, I'd be a great roommate.
I will come in a pair, and together we will be the ultimate roommate.
Buy one, get one. And then we get the bonus of Amadea too, because hey, we can't just have 2 of us.
That's true. We come in a package. We're a package deal.
Oh my goodness.
And that's all we got.
Oh, we got plugs though. We always got plugs.
We do got plugs. To start off, headliner. Headliner.
Headliner. Read the headliner. There's no issues being released as of this recording. There's a bonus issue being released, but you can read that if you want. It doesn't really matter.
Read that, because Ami put a lot of work into it.
So did the rest of the team. But in September, we're planning an epic back-to-school issue to help all the newcomers, to even help like returning players, to help people ease into the Hogwarts lifestyle, you know? So check that out. Look for that in September. It's going to be freaking epic. Check out the chess combat games, because the dueling team works so hard on developing the system. They're
also,
great.
They're pretty cool. They're pretty cool to watch.
And they're wild. I will admit, the chess combat game 3 is, in my opinion, the best, because they're the most ridiculous players ever. Because those are the people who have fleshed out their character enough to make them act like idiots. In my opinion.
My favorite part of that game is where Adam dodges, but he has nothing to dodge.
Is making evasive maneuvers at nothing. Anyway, there are some quality things in that, so go check it out.
Right. All right. Now this is my plug, because I read this thread and I could not stop. This next plug thread is a thread that I could not stop laughing reading at. It's called Teasing in Translations. It's with Margot White and Ruby Kazares, except Ruby is using her Durmstrang NBC, Vyacheslav Preobrazhensky. I totally butchered that, but I practiced twice. It's a little cute love thread between Margot and Slava, and basically they're trying to teach, in quotes, they're teaching each other insults, but they're really not. So Margot will be like, I love your mom actually is the meanest insult you'll ever hear, right? Or like, it's something like that. And it's so cute. It's one of those feel-good threads where you read it and you're like, this is what love is supposed to be. Because like, it's not like oh my god, we're both really broken people and we deserve each other and we're soulmates. Like, no, this is what love is supposed to be. It's supposed to be 2 ridiculous people complimenting each other. So that's like a prime example of like a lovey-dovey thread at this age.
It's true love.
Also, if I have no idea when this is going to be released, but if summer camp is still happening and you're looking for a tent, Annie Morgan, our wonderful Hufflepuff prefect, she created a thread called Welcome to Summer Camp, and it's just unfortunately for incoming Hufflepuffs, but if you're a first year and you're looking for a tent, hop on in. Annie is one of the sweetest people I've ever met, and it's gonna be a wild time. All right. Next up is our featured club. We randomly pick a club because no one's reached out to us yet, and
we haven't even published an issue yet, Ami.
Okay, but yeah, that's technicalities, whatever. So I decided to pick this club called, I don't know how to say this word. Is it Aura?
Yeah.
Aura? It stands for Advocating Understanding, Respect, and Altruism, and it's run by Flash Homewood, Willow Anderson, and Lydia Cooper, which is like, that's like the coolest trio ever. It's like the golden trio, except they're not as angsty, basically. It's basically a group therapy session because here on Hogwarts.io, we put our characters through a lot mentally. If I had to go through that mentally, I would have a mental breakdown. I'd be like, what the heck is happening? Well, if your student is going through a mental breakdown, hop on over to an Aura meeting. Their first meeting is September 5th, 2020. It's gonna be a wild time. I think that's legitimately a club that we need. Like, we really do need like a counseling service
for our angsty, edgy little students.
Right, exactly. Do we have an outro yet?
No.
Did we have an outro last time? We're slowly coming up with an outro, guys.
No, we should have like a...
We don't have an outro. We legitimately don't have an outro.
We should have a signature sign-off.
A signature sign-off?
Do we? Keep slurping.
Keep on slurping.
Keep slurping.
Keep slurping.
Keep slurping.
If you have any ideas of good... If you have any ideas of good outros, let us know.
Yeah, also, if you want to be a guest, hit us up.
We always need more guests.
We always need more guests. We always need more episode ideas. So if you have something you want to hear us ramble about for an hour, let us know.
If you listened all the way to the end,
oh right,
you should DM us. What can they DM us?
Tell us your favorite question and then answer it.
Oh yes, we love to learn about.
It doesn't have to be a long answer.
People.
It can just be like one sentence. But yeah, just have.
Well, okay. Some of them need long answers. You can't be like, how many times? How often do you shower? No.
Well, okay, but you could just say like every other day or like every day to that. That's so. I don't know. You can also just DM us just to say hi. Our DMs are always
please
open.
do. Yes.
Yeah,
We love hearing
talking.
from people. I love it when people talk to me because no one talks to me ever. So like,
I talk to you.
Know, talk to me.
Hey,
Also,
I talk to you.
You two talk to me.
Far,
about it.
If you've made it this far, you are now required to send us a song recommendation.
Oh,
it can be.
Oh yeah,
please.
do that.
It could be just one. It could be 1,000.
You could give us a whole playlist. I'd love a playlist.
But that is your requirement.
That's your homework.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah. Also, send it to me.
Last time it was write a love note.
I'm putting it into my playlist.
Send us your recommendations.
Yeah. Or also check out our Spotify's because they're pretty fire.
You have a nice Spotify.
Yeah, check out Cecily's, but don't check out mine. Otherwise, you will know.
Also, if you're looking for song recs, I think I've already talked about this, but I do have a playlist where every time people DM me song recommendations, I put them in there. So you can go check it out. It's called Rex. It's just there.
So original.
So check it out, I guess.
All right.
And that's all we got.
That's all we got.
Keep slurping.
All right. Peace out, everyone.